Here we have kudzu, and here we have Dioscorea alata, the edible winged yam. Let's guess who made it all the way to the top of the tree. Yep, the winged yam, all the way up there. This is one of the best and easiest to grow edibles, but it's also on the invasive species list. Very, very sadly. Let's go take a look at some that are making bulbils right now. Look at all these. These are all Dioscorea alata, and they're growing along down this fence here. Probably all kinds of roots. And see, these bulbils are a dead giveaway that this is Alata and not the invasive Bulbifera. If they look all weird and distorted like this, not like pretty little round things, you probably have yourself a nice edible yam. And the Bulbifera right now, also you can often tell which one's Bulbifera because the leaves are all lacy, meaning they've been chewed up by little red beetles, which were released by the University of Florida to control the Bulbifera populations, which are super invasive. They're much more invasive than these Alatas. These Alata have been here for years, and it looks like the population's probably only moved slowly down this row. But much, much better than Bulbifera. Bulbifera you can't eat, it'll screw you up. There are some edible cultivars, but good luck finding them, and the ones in the wild never seem to be edible. And you can't really tell if it's an edible one or not without a lab test, apparently. So these Alatas are always safe. You can eat the bulbils, and you can eat the roots, and they make a lot of starch. It is a perfect prepper survival crop for the deep south because it makes a root that's a good 30 pounds or so. The thing is it takes about 2 years to do that here in Florida because, you know, it grows to a certain size. 1 year you would say plant one of these bulbils, not that I'm recommending that. Plant one of these bulbils in the fall. Like this time of year you just drop it off the ground, drop it off, put it on the ground just like it would do. Cover it over with a little bit of dirt, a little bit of leaves, whatever. The next season it's going to sprout in the spring. It'll grow you a maybe 2-pound root or so by next fall. But if you leave it in the ground for another year after that, it swells up like crazy and you get yourself a big 20, 30 pound root. You leave it in the ground longer, that'll get even bigger. And they taste a lot like an Idaho potato. They're real slimy when you cut them up raw and you think it's gonna be nasty, but then when you start frying it, the starch browns up and it becomes delicious and all the sliminess goes away. You've got a little bit of an edge of woods or a tree, you can grow them up. You can grow Dioscorea alatas just about anywhere, just like their more cultivated cousins, like the Name yam that you can find in the grocery store. This is Dioscorea alata, the edible air potato. You can even eat these bulbils. I think the roots taste better though. See that? Those Alata are all the way down the block. And that's really awesome. Okay, I found some Bulbifera. As you can see, they are all chewed up. This is because of that beetle they released. Look at that. There's hardly anything left of them. These are one of the most hated invasive species. Doesn't look like they're making any bulbs this year either. The leaves on these things are more heart-shaped than the Alata. They're pretty easy to tell the difference once you get used to looking at both of them. I can spot them from the car now, tell you which one you have, just by the leaf shape. But it's really repeated observation that makes the difference. There you go. So we did find some Bulbifera. This is the non-edible air potato. Okay, I just found this. This is a bulbil off the Dioscorea bulbifera that fell out of the tree up here. Ugly looking thing. Usually they're rounder than this, but you can see it's more tan, it's smoother, it's prettier looking than the Alata ones, even though this one's a pretty bad looking specimen. That's Dioscorea bulbifera, the non-edible air potato. So visit me on the web at thesurvivalgardener.com. Be sure to like my videos and share and subscribe and all that cool stuff. And make sure you have lots of food in the woods that you can eat if anything ever gets bad. And I'll catch you all next time.